All right, guys. I'm gonna make this video for you and talk about reasons why she left you. All right, maybe you're sitting there right now, you're wondering, why did she leave me? All right, maybe you had a girlfriend, maybe you had a wife, or maybe you had some girl that you were talking to, living with, whatever the case may be, and all of a sudden she decided to up and leave. Maybe she packed up her stuff and she left. Maybe she wrote you a note and she's gone. Maybe she sent you a text message or called you and said, listen, I am out of here. Sayonara, hasta la vista, baby. All right, so guys, real quick, hit that subscribe button. You already know. Hit that like button anytime you get some value throughout this video, or if you don't like it, then hit the dislike button, you fucking hater. Either way, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what other topics you want me to touch on in future videos. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to give you 15 reasons why she left you. All right. Number one, she's gone because you never really gave her the feeling of appreciation. You never gave her the impression that you were grateful to have a woman like her by your side. You see, women want to feel special. Women want to feel like they are your prized possession. Not their life, not the only thing that you got going on, but they want to feel as though you hold them to a high level of importance and significance. All right? So if you never really expressed gratitude or true appreciation for her, chances are she felt unwanted. She felt undesirable or undesired, you know what I'm saying? And she felt like you didn't really appreciate her, period. You know, maybe you just didn't go out of your way to do things or say things, or maybe you just didn't take the time to listen, you know, and all these things add up, all right? And when a woman doesn't feel appreciated by her man, guess what? She's going to leave him, all right, guys? So if you lacked genuine appreciation for your woman, if that real appreciation wasn't there, you know, if you weren't demonstrating your love and appreciation towards her, chances are eventually she's gonna feel like, man, this guy does not even care about me, and she's going to leave you. All right. Second reason why she left you, guys, is that she was just tired of constantly having to fight for your attention. All right. She no longer felt like her efforts would bear any fruits. You know what I'm saying? Like, she felt like she had to keep on fighting, keep on trying, keep on dressing up extra and doing all this extra things just to get your attention. Yet you never really gave it to her, or you never really acknowledged her. You know what I'm saying? Women want to feel recognized, and they want to know that they have your attention. Okay, if you have a whole bunch of things going on in your life and you're just focusing on this and you're focusing on that and you're putting this before her, chances are she's feeling like you don't pay attention to her. All right. And if she's your woman, if she's your girl, and you're not paying attention to her, or she feels like you're not paying attention to her, guess what? She's going to leave that ass, man. She's going to leave you. Why? Because why would she want to stick around with a man who doesn't give her the attention that she feels she deserves and that she wants and needs, right? All right. Third reason why she left you, guys, is that she left you because you were never really the man that she needed by her side. You know what I'm saying? She never really felt safe in the relationship. You gave her, you know, increased sense of insecurities, and you often showed her that you weren't able to build a stable relationship together. All right, so whatever it is that you maybe said or you maybe did basically demonstrated that you are not capable of having a stable relationship with this woman. All right, maybe the things that happened in your relationship, or just the certain conversations that you guys had, or the certain tests that came up, resulted in your true colors being shown, and she realized, damn, this dude's really not who I thought he was, or who he says he is, or what I want him to be or need him to be. All right? And trust me, guys, women have, just like you, a list of criteria and expectations. You know what I'm saying? They have things that they're looking for. And if you are not hitting the majority of these check marks off, then guess what? She's going to leave you, because there is going to be a better man out there for her. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not the kind of guy that she sees herself with, or if you're not becoming the type of man that she sees herself building and growing with, then she's going to leave you, because she doesn't want to waste her time building or growing with somebody that at the end of the day isn't really who or what they want or desire or see themselves with. All right. Fourth reason why she left you guys is she left you because she sensed that you were just distancing yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? You might have just changed from how you were acting in the beginning of the relationship to how you are acting now. You know, she felt the distance between you two, and as distance starts to manifest, you lose that spark, you lose that chemistry, you lose that vibe that you guys have. You know, a lot of times in the beginning stages, you know, the honeymoon stage of dating or relationships, you know, you guys are in love and you're doing different things. You're going out of your way and being cute and doing all that extra shit. You know what I mean? Whereas eventually, as you start to take that woman for granted, you take that relationship for granted, you can start to actually become distant. You know, you start to close off. You don't really share as much as you used to. You know, you make assumptions, you know, and you don't really make the effort to connect and reconnect and reestablish and build rapport. You know what I mean? You let the relationship go stale. All right, guys. So that's definitely something that could be happening, or maybe that did happen to you. You just ultimately created a sense of distance within the relationship, and it might not even been intentional. It might have just been unintentional. You might have just been working too much, or focusing on a project, or whatever the case may be, and that bond that you two once had is slowly started to deteriorate and come apart, right? And now you two aren't so much the we as you used to be. It's more your life, her life, and you kind of start to go your separate ways, right? And she's gonna leave you, man, because the distance thing doesn't work. That's why a lot of times long distance relationships tend to fail. All right, so the fifth reason why she left you guys is because she finally realized that you took her for granted. Like, a lot of you guys are taking women for granted, and you're taking your girl for granted. And if she can pick up on that, if she can sense that, if she detects that you don't actually like her or love her or cherish her or appreciate her or value her, and you're just taking her for granted, guys, she's gonna leave you. Excuse me. She's gonna leave you because she doesn't want somebody who just takes her for granted. She wants somebody who truly cares. She wants somebody who's actually devoted. All right. If you're somebody who's just in a relationship because she provides some good head, or she got some good pussy, or she looks good on your arm, or she cooks good, or she cleans good, and you're just taking her for granted, and you don't actually care about her as a person, her soul, her thoughts, her feelings, her identity, her lifestyle, her becoming better. If you don't actually care about her and you just take her for granted for the things that she does and says, the feelings that she provides for you, she's gonna leave you. Because no woman wants to be taken for granted or feel like they're being taken for granted. That they want to actually be acknowledged to the point in which it's not taken for granted. It's truly valued. You know what I mean? And women don't like a man who's shallow. They want a guy who's going to be able to be, in depth, and not superficial with them. So if you're taking women for granted, just know that eventually she'll realize that, and she'll find somebody else who doesn't. All right. Now, the 6 reasons that she left you, or decided to walk away, is basically because she's not really ever, she's not even in a relationship with you to begin with. Like, you might have thought that the relationship was something, but that it wasn't. You get what I'm saying? She might have just never felt like the relationship was real to begin with. Maybe she believed in it to a degree, to a certain extent, and she had faith for it. However, it got to the point where she realized this is not even a real relationship. This is not even organic. This is not orthodox. This is just off. It's awkward. It's not normal. You know what I'm saying? And it's not suitable for her. So if she is in a situation with you and you just giving her inconsistency, or you're giving her just a whole bunch of dumb shit that doesn't make sense, or you're being irrational, or you're being hypocritical or shit like that, she's eventually gonna be like, this relationship is fake. It's not even real. You know what I'm saying? He says this but does that, or he does this but says this, and she's just not gonna fuck with it. Period. All right, guys. So that's pretty much that. 7th reason why she left you is because she got tired of crying. I know for a fact, some of the relationships that I've been in, I wasn't always sensitive to the woman's emotions, to the girl's emotions, to her feelings, and I made them cry, and I feel terrible about it to this day. As a man, we have to realize that women are sensitive creatures. They are very emotional, and if you're saying things or doing things to make her cry, she's never gonna forget that, guys. And if you're making a woman cry and she's falling asleep at night and the argument, didn't really get resolved, she's not gonna want to do that. That's just one of the most sad. That's just one of the most depressing things a woman can go through is having expectations and hopes for her man, and then just being let down to the point where she fucking breaks down and cries herself to sleep. She crying, her head hurts now, and you're nothing but a headache. And she doesn't want to keep on reliving that, so she's gonna leave you. You just give her a lot of worries and problems, and women don't want to feel worried or have problems, especially if it gets to the point where they start crying. They want to be happy and feel nurtured. So that's pretty simple. Now, the eighth reason why she left you guys is because she originally felt like she was forcing the relationship, or she had to feel like she was forcing herself to be with you, and she could no longer do it anymore. A lot of times people stick together just because it's convenient, or because they're both getting something out of the relationship. There's some type of exchange or barter or compromise, and it's helping each other. And it's maybe even a codependency type of situation. Whereas a woman will actually leave if she feels like the relationship is being forced, or if the connection is being forced, or if the sex is being forced, right? If any of it doesn't feel natural, if it doesn't have a fluidity, like a flow to it, she's not gonna go with it, man, because there's too much effort. It's too unnatural. A relationship with a woman should be natural. It should feel flows. It should feel airy. It should be good. You shouldn't be feeling like you're forced into liking this person, or you're forced to be with this person. And if a woman feels trapped or forced to be with you and not free or anything like that, she's gonna leave you, because that's not a comforting sense, or a comforting feeling to be experiencing as a woman. And that's what women, that's just what women have told me. You know what I'm saying? Women they're sensitive, and I've said that before, and that, and they're not gonna deal with bullshit. They're not gonna want to fake it till you make it. And a lot of times, us guys, we're cool with that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna string her along as long as we can, or we're gonna get whatever we can out of it for as long as we can. And shit, if we don't gotta commit, whatever the case may be, we might not. But eventually the woman is gonna get sick and tired of that bullshit. She's gonna be like, this is not what I want. You're forcing me to do this. I'm being forced into doing this. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel right, and she's gonna leave you. So keep that in mind. The ninth reason why she left, guys, is because her goals and dreams, that never really interested you. You never really supported what it was that she was trying to do, whatever it is that she was trying to accomplish, whatever it is that she dreamed about, or maybe the worries that she had, whatever the things that she was insecure about, her issues and lower, or her issues and the obstacles in life. That's the best way to put it. You just never were there to help her out. You were never there to support her. You were never there to actually be a helping hand or an aid, or just somebody to listen to or lean on. You never really gave her that push, or that inspiration or motivation that she needed, and from you as a man, as her partner. You just put yourself first. You got selfish in the relationship. You didn't really put much attention, time, focus, or care towards whatever it was that she was trying to do, like I said. And she just felt like you didn't really care about her and her lifestyle and her vision. So she's going to leave, and that's what she did. She left. So that's what it is. Now, the 10th reason why she left you guys is because she got tired of all the drama, the fights, the power struggles, the psychotic games that you were playing with her. She realized that two people who live together or love each other, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't treat each other like that, So that would be a toxic relationship, and she had to come to realization. She came to her senses and says, you know what, this is it. Enough is enough. it gets to a point where you got to outweigh the pros versus the cons to see which ones actually weigh in at the end of the day. A lot of times people stay in a relationship that's not actually good for them or suitable for them, or really, it's not anything that they should be in at all. But they stay in that relationship because they're scared to leave. They're afraid of what might happen if they leave. That they think they can't find somebody else, or they think that the relationship might have a chance of getting better. And a lot of times, shit doesn't go their way. So if she got tired of the drama and she got tired of the games and the fighting and all that bullshit, then she'll leave. She's gonna leave, because enough is enough at some point in time. And if it's usually the woman who would leave, and quit, because a man is just gonna keep on being stubborn. That's just who we are. We're just guys. We're stubborn. We don't really listen. We don't really learn, and take it all really too as serious as we should until oftentimes it's too late. Whereas a woman will be building up, plotting, and really anticipating her leave, because, like I said, enough is enough, and all it takes is that one final word or that one final argument, and she'll snap, and that'll be it for you, man. Especially if there's been a history of you guys fighting or arguing or having games and shit like that. She's gonna get to the point where she's sick of it. It gets old, and she doesn't want to deal with it anymore. So keep that in mind. Now, the 11th reason why she left you guys is because you never really inspired or encouraged her to be a better person. And in fact, you probably were provoking her, and bringing out some of the worst sides of her, and making her feel less, and in the end, you made her feel like, she was less than who she really was. Whereas you're supposed to be empowering your woman, you're supposed to be boosting her, supporting her, and helping her up. You know what I'm saying? If you're somebody who does that to a woman, you're insecure. That's a weak man. No real man. You're gonna pick fun at her, you're gonna tease her and stuff like that, but you're not gonna actually shit on her fucking pride daily. You know what I'm saying? And her ego, and make her feel like a fucking piece of shit. No, that's not the whole point. Obviously, there's gonna be times, when you're gonna do things or say things and it might hurt her feelings, or you gotta be stern or upfront or whatever the case may be. But there's a fine line between that and then just being a straight douchebag, you know what I'm saying? And making her feel inferior to you, or patronizing her and shit like that. Don't ever do that to a woman. If you're with a woman or if you're with a girl, you guys really should be in it side by side in the deal together. You guys should both have equivalent things to bring to the table. All right, so keep that in mind. The 12th reason why she left you guys is because you didn't look at her like she was the only woman in your life, or the only woman in the room. You know what I'm saying? You still had your antennas open, you still had your eyes open, and you didn't really show that you were focused and committed to her. And many more wandered and searched eyes for something new, and many of us do that. We're always looking for somebody new or something different for the next best thing, and she can tell you, you know what I'm saying? She can see you. She knows that. If your eyes are only for her, then she's going to eventually leave, because it ties in with, does this man really care about me? Am I the only one he cares about? Do I have all of his attention? Do I really even have him? And that does tie into building attraction to some degree. But if you're not doing the things that you should be doing, and if you're not doing things right, not giving her, the credit that she deserves, or making her feel like she's number one, or putting her first, it's eventually going to bite you in the ass. It's gonna fuck everything up, because she needs to know that she's number one. She needs to know that you're not giving attention to other women. She needs to know that you're not focused or caring a fuck about any of these bitches, any of these hoes, and that your eyes are only on her. So she's gonna ask you. She's gonna do tests and shit like that. She's gonna be like, "Oh, you see that girl's hair over there?" Or da da da. You see this, and you gotta just be like, "Nah, baby, what are you talking about? Baby, I want to see you. Come on, baby, come on. She alright, but look at you. You want to reinforce that your attention is on her, all right? And if you don't, she's gonna leave you, because she's gonna be like, fuck it. He's a dog. He wants all these other women. Fuck that. There's guys out there who who want me only. That's what she's thinking. She's thinking that there's somebody else who would want her only and give her their undivided attention, where your ass is out here still fucking thirsty, looking around for a new pussy. She's gonna leave you, period. All right? Now, 13th reason why she left, guys, is because she realized that she cannot lead the relationship alone. You know what I'm saying? You as the man are supposed to be leading the relationship. You are the one that's supposed to be setting the play, setting the tone, and bringing her for the ride. You know what I mean? If she's taking the lead in the relationship, then she's eventually going to lead, because that is not a feminist. That's not a feminine role. That's not something that women do. Women are not in the relationship to lead it, you know, all the time. You know, maybe in certain categories, in certain aspects, in certain times, you know, she could take the lead and all that. But generally speaking, men, we are the ones who should be leading the relationship. So if she's making those decisions, if she's taking the charge, you know what I'm saying, and wearing the pants in the relationship, that's not it, man. She's doing the masculine job. She's doing the man's job, and she doesn't feel feminine. She doesn't. It literally doesn't make her feel like a woman, and she's gonna leave you because she's not who she wants to be. You know, if she might realize that two people who have a future together, you know, they would communicate and take charge accordingly, and recognize roles, you know, and fulfill those roles and play their part. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in a relationship is going to do 100% of the work. So if you're just doing none of the work and she's doing all the heavy work, and you know what I'm saying, and you guys aren't going 50-50 on the deal or both putting up 100%, then she's going to leave you, because a relationship, as they say, takes two. So keep that in mind. Now, the 14th reason why she left you guys is because she thought that she deserved to be with somebody who strives more. You know, they strive for more. You know, they have better values and doesn't take it for granted. So she felt like she could do better, right? She felt like she deserved somebody better, you know, and you'll start to get that vibe if she's half into the relationship and half out of it. If you guys are kind of going back and forth, or if it's not like exponentially getting better, she'll leave you, guys. You know, your relationship should be fiery, you know, and I get it, guys. You know, it's not always going to be rainbows and shit. You know, no one knows what happens behind closed doors, and no one's perfect, no relationship's perfect. Fuck that. At the end of the day, guys, she's going to leave you if she believes that there's somebody better for her. All right? Trust me. You got to be the shit. You got to be that guy that she wants to be with now and possibly forever. Because here's the deal. When you get with a woman, here's the secret. You're either going to be with her forever, or you're eventually going to break up. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there, right? So keep in mind, you know, if she is with you, it's because there's somebody who she feels like meets her criteria. So don't fuck it up. Don't live lower than her expectations. You know what I'm saying? Meet her expectations, exceed her expectations, so she can be like, damn, this guy is even better than I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? And then she's definitely gonna stick around. Now, that's not gonna happen if she's like, man, this guy is not shit. He doesn't got shit going for him. I know I can do better. Matter of fact, so and so is hitting on me now, and he's got this going for that, and this is going for him, and this guy is not shit. She's women just like us. We're always comparing. We're always comparing alternatives. All right, so just remember, if she thinks that she's capable to get somebody better than you, damn well better believe that she will. Leave your ass and do exactly that. All right, guys, so the 15th reason, last but not least, why she left you is because she finally realized that you could never love her the way that she deserved to be loved. And I'm bringing up the word love here. Love is really what brings people together. It's the union. You know, it's what makes a man and a woman special is their love for each other, you know, that intimacy. You know, if she realized that you could never love her the way that she wants to be loved, then she's going to leave you, because her love language is not being reciprocated. You see, love is an emotion, and people stick together because they anticipate the emotions, that the feelings that relationship and that interaction will bring in the future. That's pretty much what love is. It's the thought of, wow, this feels good, and I wanna feel that again, and I wanna keep on feeling that. So if she is with you and doesn't sense or feel like you're capable of loving to the level or to the extent or in the ways that she wants and needs and desires, then she's going to leave you, because it really matters to her to feel love and to get the love on her terms. So if you're with a woman, ask her how to love her. What kind of love does she want? How does she like to receive love? And vice versa. How does she give love? So you guys got to read and understand the love languages. All right, guys. So that is literally 15. Those are 15 tips right there. 15 reasons why she left you. Now, I'm getting pretty tired. It's like 1 in the morning, so I know I skipped through this pretty quick, and I started it a whole bunch of times, and it's whatever. Trust me. Go back and watch this video, take in the value, and stop making these mistakes, so that the beautiful woman in your life stay in your life. Right? It's a wonderful thing having women in your life, great women in your life, and if you do things the right way, they'll stay. But if you fuck things up, then she's gonna leave. All right, guys, just remember that. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy, stay blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Tap in.